According to figures from the Namibia Poultry Producers Association, demand for chicken stands at 3,000 tons a month, of which only half is produced locally. Business on one paid 32-year-old Michael Mulunga a visit at his poultry business situated at the Northern Industrial Area to find out how the suspension affects small-scale producers. He says the restriction will result in a loss of $500,000 in revenue.
We had scheduled to import about 35,000 day-old chicks, which were scheduled to arrive next week Friday, but because of the suspension that has been put in place, we are not able to do so. This has really put a negative effect on my business because that means now I'm not able to pay salaries for the workers, not able to pay the rent, but what has been mostly affected is the whole entire sector, because that means these day-old chicks that were supposed to come in now are supposed to produce eggs within the next 5 to 6 months. So we'll see a shortage of eggs within the industry in the next 5 to 6 months, especially those that are coming from small-scale producers. And this also means that the producers, small-scale producers that are surviving on us to get the chicks on their behalf are not able to do so, and they might not have stock, and this will also affect them and their businesses.
Mulunga has been involved in the industry for the past 10 years and now employs 3 people. He provides training to upcoming farmers and supplies equipment. Regarding the local industry, he is optimistic that it has the potential to grow and reach self-sufficiency if it gets more support from the government.
As a country, we need to move in the direction and say, let's start producing these chicks on the Namibian soil, because every time that you import means you're also importing employment for your own country to another country. And it's not to say that we don't have the capacity or the knowledge to be able to breed the chicks on the Namibian soil and so it is just a matter of saying we are not getting the much needed support, especially from our government, in terms of land, where young entrepreneurs such as me are able to access this piece of land to say that I'm going to put up my breeding facility. And another thing is also that chicken production or poultry production is a very, very capital intensive industry where it requires huge investments in the industry, and young people, especially those, for example, who are graduating in the agricultural field, are not able to go into the industry because they do not have the required capital. And if you go to commercial banks, for example, they've got many, many cumbersome processes, and one of the biggest things they require is collateral, and many young people do not have any property to put up as collateral, hence they are not able to access those loans.
The Ministry of Agriculture said that the suspension of poultry from South Africa will remain in place until further notice. However, the importation of such products from other countries through South Africa is allowed. In an interview with the South African weekly online publisher last month, the Namibia Poultry Producers Association revealed that there is great scope for more chicken producers in the country. Challenges faced by the industry are such as cheap chicken imports and high cost of imported inputs.